My mother gave away my dog, so I gave away the thing she wanted most. My mother, Karen, is someone who treats emotions like inconvenient stains on her perfect life. She's a 45-year-old emotional void who called crying manipulative and ended every hug with a pat done. She had me at 30, and even as a kid, I knew I wasn't a daughter. I was an accessory that came out wrong. But I also had Max. I rescued him when I was 13, when I used to have anxiety so bad I couldn't sleep. That dog saved me. Curled against my ribs every night. Steady heartbeat when mine raced. Mom tolerated him, barely. Summer camp was mandatory for my scholarship. No pets allowed. Mom promised she'd watch him. Until she decided convenience mattered more than promises. It started with her texts getting shorter. How's Max? I'd ask during my one allowed phone call. Fine, she'd say. No details. I should have known. Came home to an empty house. No collar by the door, no food bowls, no Max. She was sitting at the kitchen table scrolling Facebook. Where's Max? My voice already breaking. I took him to the shelter after 3 days. I couldn't handle the barking. Like she was telling me she returned a sweater. The shelter had already adopted him out. New family, no forwarding information allowed by law. I begged. They said sorry. 6 years of my best friend, gone. Because she couldn't handle 3 days of barking. I didn't explode. Not yet. I wanted her to feel safe, comfortable. I wanted her to forget how she'd gutted me because that made the revenge sweeter. See, Mom had an obsession. The perfect Mother's Day scrapbook. She'd been dropping hints for years. Handmade gifts show real love, she'd say, showing me Pinterest boards. That's what thoughtful daughters do. I'd already started one before camp, actually. Was going to surprise her. But now I had different plans. Lucy next door had held me while I sobbed about Max. The 67-year-old widow who insisted everyone call her Lucy, not Mrs. Williams. Made me tea, never said get over it, just let me hurt. By October, I was at her house more than mine. She taught me to cook, helped with homework, and asked about my day. And here's the part that makes mothers squirm. I documented everything. Every batch of cookies, every homework session, every time she was there when Mom wasn't. The scrapbook transformed. Photos of Lucy and me replaced Mom and me. Mom kept asking about her gift, kept clearing shelf space. I'd smile, say, it's coming along great. Meanwhile, I was writing letters about how Lucy taught me what maternal love actually looked like. And then came Easter dinner. Extended family, ham on the table, Mom's performance in full swing. Aunt Lisa showed off her daughter's scrapbook. Mom's jaw tightened. Some daughters understand gratitude, she said, looking at me. I passed the potatoes, smiled. Mother's Day was 3 weeks away. The week before Mother's Day, I knocked on Lucy's door, handed her the wrapped scrapbook. I watched her cry actual tears as she turned each page. You're the grandmother I chose, I wrote on the first page. Thank you for being there when she wasn't. Lucy's hands shook. She pulled me close, held me like Mom never had. Long, warm, no pat done. Oh, sweetheart, she whispered. You're the granddaughter I always wanted. She kept flipping pages, gasping at each memory. This is the most beautiful thing anyone's ever given me. I took photos of her joy, her tears, and her immediately displaying it on her coffee table like a treasure. Mother's Day arrived like a reckoning. Mom had invited her book club to witness her special gift, set up a whole brunch spread, posted about excited for my thoughtful daughter's surprise on Facebook that morning. I walked in with a card, no wrapped package. She opened it in front of everyone. Photo of Max inside. I spent 6 months making your scrapbook, the card read, but I gave it to Lucy. She earned it. The room went silent. Mom's face went white, then red. You gave away my gift? Her voice cracked. I pulled out my phone, showed her the photo of Lucy crying over it. Her book club friends exchanged looks. One whispered to another. Mom's hands trembled. That was mine. You made it for me. She stood up, chair scraping. How could you? I shrugged. Yeah, funny how that feels, isn't it? That was the last family gathering where she controlled the narrative. Mom tried cornering me privately, saying I was cruel and ungrateful. Her voice shook with rage. I'm your mother, I told her. You gave away my living, breathing best friend. I gave away some paper and glue. She threatened to cut me off. I reminded her that college was already paid for. She tried tears, mascara running. You're breaking my heart, I said. Crying's manipulative, remember? Even used her pat done gesture when I walked away. She screamed that I'd regret this, that Lucy was using me, that she'd make sure everyone knew what kind of daughter I was. Now you know how it feels, I said, to lose the thing you wanted most. Today I'm in college, volunteering at a no-kill shelter. Lucy has my scrapbook displayed in her living room and shows it to everyone. Mom gets Hallmark cards on holidays. But best of all, when relatives ask why I spend Christmas next door, I tell them the truth.